Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Laura, and today I have an unhaul and a haul for you. I am going to the used bookstore. I have only 4 books that I'm bringing with me because most of the books that I read in the last couple of months have been library books. So these are 4 books that I am going to bring to the used bookstore. I already have a $60 credit there, so I'm going to add a little bit more and see if I could bring something home. So I'll share with you what I'm bringing and what I'm bringing back home. So the first book that I am bringing with me is this one, which is the Game of Thrones, because I bought the box edition, and I had bought this first because I wasn't sure I was going to like the series, so I wound up buying the box series, and now I already have Game of Thrones. I have 2 books, so I'm returning this one, and I'll get some credit for it. So that's the first book. Yes, I really liked it. That's why I bought the whole series. So okay, the second book that I'm returning to the used bookstore is the small edition. I bought this by mistake because I wanted the big edition, so I got Girls in Pants, and I already read this one. This is the 3rd Summer of the Sisterhood, and this is a small paperback version, so I'm going to return this one because I have the bigger version. So I have 2 copies of this one. Okay, the third book that I'm returning to the used bookstore is a book that I DNF'd. I tried 2 times reading this one. I tried last year, and then I tried again this year. I wound up going on audio, and I still didn't like the book, so I am returning it to the used bookstore. I did not finish it. It is a DNF. Here you go. Yeah, very popular book. Ready Player One. Everybody loves this book. I just could not get into it. I am not a gamer person. And I did read maybe 100 pages of it, and it's not for me. So I am returning it. So that's this one. And the 4th book that I am returning to the used bookstore is a book that I did complete. It was on my 2016 reading list. But however, I did not like it. So I am returning it. I think I gave this one 2 stars. So I am returning this one. Mr. Penumber's 24-hour bookstore. I wound up getting this on audio from the library. I listened to it. I really liked 1/3 of the book. It was really good. And then after that, it just went downhill for me. So yeah, so I gave it 2 stars. So I am returning this one. This is a hardcover. I don't really like it, so I'm returning it. So stay tuned for what I bring back. So I'm back from the used bookstore, and I got 6 books. So I'm going to share with you the 6 books that I got. I still have a $60 credit. Yeah, it's going to take a long time for me to use it because I brought my kids with me. Sorry, my hair's a mess. It's raining outside. I brought my kids with me, and when they're in the store, they don't give you much time to look around. So within the 15 minutes that I was in the store, I was able to pick out 6 books. So I'm going to share with you what I picked up. So the first book I got, the bag is on the floor, so I'm trying to grab the book. Okay, the first book I got is a book for Justin. It's for his shelf. And we already own one of his books already. And I got The Marvels by Brian Selznick. And this was a brand new edition. It's nice and gold on the side. And I got this one for $15 because it is a brand new book. And it's hardcover. And this book is lots and lots of pictures. The whole book is pictures, and there are some words in here. So let me see if I can find some words. And lots of pictures. There are words. Here's words. So there's lots of pictures and lots of words in here. So yeah, we already own one of his books, and we looked it up because I thought you had to read them in order, and the person in the store told me no, they are standalones. So yeah, so now we have this one to add to Justin's collection. It's really cool, the side and everything. So this is what the back looks like. Really cool. So I got that one. Okay, the next book that I got is a short story book. And this one I picked up because of the author. The person who edited this is Karen Slaughter, and I'm reading something by her now. And so I picked up Like a Charm. And this is a taut, tense thriller, a great read, and that was quoted by Harlan Coben. And there are short stories in here by Lee Child, John Connolly, Laura Lippman, Peter Robinson, and Karen Slaughter, and many more. So yeah, I saw this. I was like, I'm going to add this to my short story collection. I thought it was pretty cool, and so I got this one. So the next book that I got is a Naomi pick. She picked this one out because Victoria took my book off the shelf and they want to read it together. So now I have 2 copies of The City of Bones. This is a different edition though, because the cover is different than the one that I own. Victoria has my book and she wants to read it for the month of October. I think she's going to start it next week. And Naomi said she wanted to read it too at the same time, so I wound up buying this one too. So this will go on her shelf. So really cool. It's pretty good condition too. So yeah, so I got that. Okay, and I read that one and I liked it. I gave it 4 stars. Okay, so the next book that I chose in the YA section, I found this one. This is a big chunker of a book. I got this one, Twisted, by Joe Gibson. Now, I had never heard of this book before. There are 3 books in one in here, and they are, it says, A Deadly Nightmare for Every Season. So there's 3 different books in here. The first one is called My Bloody Valentine. The second one is called The Seance, and the third one is called Sleigh Bells. I was looking for something to read in the month of October, like a scary book. So this is the ones that I saw there, and I picked this one up. So yeah, so I never heard of it before. Yeah, I just picked it up and I was like, oh, this sounds interesting. So, and I asked the lady at the store, do I have to read them in order? Because I really like to read. I think The Seance is done by Halloween. Sleigh Bells is a Christmas one, and My Valentine is a February one. So she told me I don't have to read them in order, so I may read Seance in the month of October. So yeah, so short stories, 3 of them, pretty cool. Okay, so the next book that I got is a nonfiction book, and I like to read Holocaust books. I read them all the time, and this one is a true story. It's called The Boys in the Boat, and this one is by Daniel James Brown, and she told me that this was a non-fiction book, which is true. 9 Americans and their epic quest for gold at the 1936 Berlin Olympics. So yeah, so I picked this one up. I heard that this one is about the Holocaust. There's even pictures of Nazis inside, and I figured I'd pick this one up. She had it on her desk, and I was like, you know what? Everybody's talking about this book. I'm going to pick it up and add it to my collection. So that's this one. The last book that I have in this bag is a book that Tori picked out. She came to me and she said, Mom, I like this book. Can you buy it for me? So I asked the lady, is this a YA book? She said, yes, it's a YA book. I never heard of it before, and I'll show you what she got. I have to get it out of the bag. It's a big chunk of a book. It also says that it is a family series, family original series, so it is a TV show as well. I never heard of it before, so I'm going to read the back to you because I didn't know anything about this book. So anyway, the book she got was The 9 Lives of Chloe King. Now, I'm not sure what this is about, so I am going to read it to you. It says, Even Curiosity Can't Kill Her. And this is by Liz Braswell. It says, includes The Fallen, The Stolen, and The Chosen. So it's 3 books in one. The cover is amazing. Look at that cover. Look at those eyes. So scary looking. Anyway, so the back, I wanted to read what it was all about. So I had to put my glasses on. So bear with me here. Okay. It says, dying can really change a girl's life. Chloe King is a normal girl. She goes to class most of the time, fights with her mom, and crushes on a boy or two. But around her 16th birthday, Chloe finds that perhaps she isn't so normal after all. There's the frightened night vision, the super fast reflexes, oh, and the claws. As she discovers who she is and where she comes from, it is clear she is not alone, and someone is out to get her. Chloe has 9 lives, but will 9 lives be enough? So it sounds pretty interesting, and it is YA, and it seems to be a family ABC show. I'm going to have to look that up and see if it's still on, if we could still watch it. So has anybody seen this show? I don't know. So anyway, so these are the 6 books that I'm adding to my collection. Some of them are big chunkers. So yeah. So anyway, thank you for watching. And I will see you in another video. Bye.